This is the second video in the lesson Multiplying Fractions Visually. If you haven't seen the first video, you need to go back and watch it. As a reminder, you will need paper, pencil, 2 colors, and the distance learning packet. We will refer to one page at the end. Now we're going to apply the skill of multiplying fractions visually to word problems. We're going to do one word problem together, and then you'll be able to do one with less help. Let's read this first problem. 1/2 of Troy's workspace is covered in paper. 1/3 of the paper is covered in yellow sticky notes. What fraction of his workspace is covered in yellow sticky notes? Okay. Let's get myself a paper to work with. Okay, let's just draw Troy's workspace. This is his whole workspace. Now 1/2 of Troy's workspace is covered in paper. So we're going to split it in half, and we're going to shade 1/2 of his workspace. One-third of the paper is covered in yellow sticky notes. So now we're going to split vertically into thirds. What fraction of his workspace is covered in yellow sticky notes? Well, it says 1/3, so we're going to shade one of these third sections with our other color. And the point where the colors meet is 1 box. So 1 would be our top number, and then we're going to count the rest of the boxes, and that will be our bottom number. Excuse me, we're going to count all of the boxes, and that will be our bottom number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 boxes. So 1/6 is the fraction of his workspace that is covered in yellow sticky notes. All right, let's try another one. Jill is designing a bedspread for her grandson. 2/3 of the bedspread is race cars. The rest is striped. 1/4 of the stripes are red. What fraction of the bedspread is covered in red stripes? All right, so I'm going to start you guys out. Let's just draw the bedspread. That's our whole bedspread. And first we're going to split it into thirds. Alright, so I'm just going to use this little pen. I'm going to put an R because it says 2/3 of the bedspread is covered in race cars. So put a little R in 2 of the boxes. The rest is striped. Put an S in the box that's striped. Now our answer is looking for stripes. So 1/4 of the stripes are red. What fraction of the bedspread is covered in red stripes? So we're actually going to shade in the rest is striped. And the rest is striped would be 1/3 of it. So we will shade in 1/3 of it in one of our colors. Now go ahead and pause the video, or if you are in the Zoom meeting right now, I will be pausing the video and you're going to try to finish the rest of this problem on your own. Alright, now that everyone had a chance to finish the rest of the problem on their own, we will be finishing the problem. So 1/4 of the stripes are red. So we're going to divide vertically into 4 parts. And 1/4 are red, so we're going to take our other color and we're just going to shade one section. Now the spot where they meet is the fraction that is covered in red stripes. So that is actually only 1 square. So again, our top number would be 1, and we have to count all squares for our bottom number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The answer to this problem would be 1/12. Now in your distance learning packet, you have a page that looks like this. It is page number 32 at the bottom. At the top it says 2.1 multiplying fractions continued. What I want to look at is this part called inductive reasoning. I would like you to apply this skill in this section of your distance learning packet. Now you can actually use the squares given, or you can use a separate sheet of paper and draw your own square if that is too small for you. But I'd like you to visually represent each of these equations just like we did in the lesson. I'd also like you to just go ahead and sneak in the word of above the multiplication sign, just so you remember that of means the same thing as multiply. Now, in conclusion, what we did today in both of these videos is we recalled how to multiply fractions. We learned how to use pictures to represent the task of multiplying fractions, and we practiced it. And 3, you are now given the opportunity to practice the skill on your own using Math page 32 in your distance learning packet, which is this page. You're going to practice it on your own here by visually representing these problems using the same skill. That's it for today. Thanks, guys.